It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning.
Kevin is the host.
And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, baby. Hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. Here we go. It is a Friday. So lovely to be here. Today is a very interesting day because, they always throw these different days at you. And I kind of give you National Donut Day, which is all good.
Yesterday was National Cheese Day.
Yes, it was.
And you celebrated, right?
I did not get cheese. I did not get cheese. In fact, yeah, we did talk about that because I got a couple of problems. In fact, I did an interesting strategy here today. I don't know if it was the right move, but I put on a pair of pants. They're very snug. And I said, you know what, Kev? You're a fat dude right now. These are skinny Kev pants. And I said, you need to change. But I said, no. I said, I'm going to squeeze my fat ass into skinny Kev pants, and it's going to be an all-day reminder
Oh, no.
that you are a little chub right now, and you need to knock back a few LBs because yesterday I went to lunch with my daughter, and I ordered 2 beers. And I got home, I'm like, dude, you said you're not drinking beer. Like, it's off the menu right now. There's no beer in your life. Cheese has got to be off the menu until Fat Kev goes away.
Beer and cheese. I like this guy.
Yeah, he sounds fun.
Look, that guy was having a lot of fun. And his gut was expanding, so was his behind. He was expanding in all the wrong places. And it's, all right, it's time to get real. You can't be that guy.
I love how you're punishing yourself with tight pants.
I am. And I am so uncomfortable right now.
Feel the pain.
I got a huge gut that is just hanging over my pants. Like, it's so gross. If you're looking in the midsection, you'd be like, that's so gross. Go change your pants.
That's the worst feeling. Having to close.
Oh, it's terrible.
Tattoo on your body like that.
I'm miserable right now. I really am. I feel awful. I feel like a stuffed pig. But you know what? By God, I'm teaching myself a lesson. Because if I don't feel a day of misery, like I said yesterday, I'm like, you know what? I feel kind of thin. I had on loose pants yesterday. Tight pants keep it real for you. In fact, it's an interesting diet strategy. If you're one of these people that we talked about your fat and skinny zone, if you start getting on the fat side of that zone, wear your skinny pants.
Don't put on your moo-moo.
No.
Go the other way.
No, because you put the moo-moos on, you know what the first thing you do? You're like, I'm not that fat. That's exactly what I did yesterday.
Where are the chips?
I'm like, you're being a little too hard on yourself. Why don't you go for that second beer?
That's why they invented the moo-moo, for reasons just like that.
Absolutely. You know what? And I said, I got to go against it. I got to fight it. But yeah, today is not going to help you if you're trying to diet because it is National Donut Day.
Oh, no.
When you get down on that cheese, is that more of a weekend thing?
I try to reserve it for like a Friday. In fact, you know what? You kind of get in these little grooves. That's how you slip from being the in-shape you to the fat version of yourself. Is I started saying, you know what? It's a fun little thing that my wife and I started. She would grab some wine and cheese on the way home from work on Fridays, and I'd be like, I'm just going to sit there. Like I said, I was going pretty hard on that cheese. I'd knock down a block of cheese. And I'm like, what am I doing? I think that's part of the problem. And here I am. So this Friday, changes are being made. Wearing fat pants all day long. Yeah, the National Donut Day, if you would like to actually put on some girth, you got a couple of options. Dunkin' is going to be giving you a free donut with any beverage purchase today.
Okay.
And if you find a Krispy Kreme, we still have a few left, especially in southern part of South Florida. You can go find Krispy Kreme. They're going to get one free donut of their choice, no purchase necessary.
That's how I got fat one time. I was in really good shape, and I got on a Krispy Kreme run for about 2 weeks every single day working at the golf course. And all of a sudden, one of my managers came up and said, hey, dude, what happened to you? You gotten fat. I'm like,
yeah.
Dang. Right. It happened that quick, though.
It does. It does. And if you really want to get fat and fast, you can also get a dozen original glazed donuts for $2 with the purchase of any dozen at the regular price.
Oh, those things go down like air.
That's a lot of donuts. You better be bringing them to work.
If you want 24 donuts all for yourself at a really good price.
No, do not take that home. You better take that to work.
But what you save on donuts, you're going to have to spend in fat pants. Trust me, I know.
If you eat more than 3 donuts a day, day, you start to get the donut sweats.
Well, you start to glaze yourself.
You do.
You start sweating glaze and it just sticks to your skin.
I can't imagine a world where I would eat more than one donut.
But I don't know if you've ever lived in that world.
I've never lived in that world.
I grew up in that world.
Yeah, I can't. I cannot imagine eating more than one donut.
What do you think is the best classic donut? Would you say it's the glazed round donut that you get at Krispy Kreme?
I do love that one, but I also really do love the regular donut, glazed, but with that chocolate layer.
Okay. Yeah, Thrillist ranked the best classic donuts because, look, today you've got cake donuts and they're all tricked out. I mean, these things are unbelievable. Like, you could serve 10 people with some of these donuts.
They got like breakfast cereal, and layers of icing,
bacon,
candy,
yes,
a piece of cake.
Yeah, the ones that they put in the top 5, the glazed round 1, rainbow sprinkles 2, the old fashioned, which I guess they say it's got the ridges one. I don't even know if I know what the old fashioned one is.
Is that the BH donut?
I think it might be.
It might be.
That
Yeah,
one
I think
is.
you're right.
I think that one's my favorite.
Is it really the old fashioned?
It's so airy.
Yeah.
It's an
kinda
airy feel.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a cake
Yeah.
kind of donut. Raspberry jelly.
Oh, I do love the raspberry jelly.
They put that at number 4, and then the apple fritter they got at 5.
Oh yeah, the fritter.
It's big. It's like a double donut.
Again, that'll give you the fritter sweats.
They put the donut holes at 6, but do you even consider that to be a donut?
No, come on. What am I, 8?
They always taste like they're stale from last week, too.
They do.
What is that? Even when they're fresh, they're old.
I feel like they took the old donuts they didn't sell, made them into little balls, and said, "Here's some donut balls."
Yeah, feels like a trick.
It does.
Chocolate frosted is in there, along with a blueberry cake. So, and Boston cream. This is right outside the top 10.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, those will just pack on the pounds. Those are so good, though.
The ones that are good are the ones with the chocolate on top and the white cream, not the Bavarian cream, just the regular, what you'd put on a
whipped
cake.
cream?
The whipped cream inside the donut. That will give you man boobs.
Love those. I think maybe Long Johns is what they called them in my town. And so they would have those kind of donuts, and I love that. Double cream inside, and then frosting on the top.
Yeah.
That was the only way to do a donut.
That really was.
And then they were long and, skinny, even though you weren't long and skinny. Yeah, so you got National Donut Day going on today, but listen to all the combos that they have. National Donut Day today, National Veggie Burger Day, National Ketchup Day, and then National Moonshine Day.
Okay.
We have almost all of those ingredients.
I was going to say, all we need is a blender. If we had a punishment today, I think it's taking every day that we got today, one blender, one shot. You would have donuts, veggie burgers, ketchup, and moonshine.
Oh, gosh.
That'll make me Ralph.
The burger and ketchup is going to be rough. I think the moonshine goes nice with a donut.
The moonshine's great on its own. You start adding ketchup and veggie burger to it.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Okay. Maybe after the show today, we can get to that. So might be fun for today. Sounds like you're doing something a little different this weekend, Virginia, and it could be amazing or it could completely backfire. But regardless, maybe you're doing the only thing you can do and putting your weekend in the trust of your mom's hands.
My husband is like, wait, what are we doing?
Oh, he's going to be a part of the fun.
So it's me, Panda, and Rocco.
Okay.
We're going to PBI today, flying out to go to Texas to celebrate my mom's birthday with her.
Okay.
Now, it is her birthday, so she wanted to plan everything.
All right. That seems fair. It is her birthday.
She loves planning, but she's also crazy.
Okay.
So,
well, then it's going to be exciting.
my sister is just like dumbfounded. She's like, wait, what are we doing?
I'm excited to hear this.
So she wanted to come get us from the airport tonight when we fly in. I was like, no, don't worry about it. We'll get an Uber. We'll get ourselves to our hotel. We'll get a good night's sleep, and then we'll start tomorrow.
Okay.
So she's going to pick us up. We're all going to go to the amusement park.
Okay.
Going to rent her a scooter.
Yes.
Then she and I are going to leave the
Now
amusement.
you're talking about like a e-scooter? Is that what we're talking about for your mom?
It's like what the old people sit in at the
Okay.
amusement park.
Not like what the teenagers are riding and crashing into cop cars.
No.
Honestly, the old people one's way cooler.
Well, I got her the old people one at Dollywood, and she hit 2 people. one of the men that she hit, she then had an argument with because he was like, hey. And she's like, hey, you were in the way. He was like, you came up behind me.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I think that's the way it works in traffic. If you hit somebody from behind, it's like 100% of the time your fault.
100% it was her fault. We watched it go down.
Okay, yeah.
And then we watched her yell at him. I was like, oh, Lord.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Messy.
This is so messy. So she wants us to leave Rocco and Panda at the amusement park with her scooter.
Okay.
You got to get there early to rent the scooter.
Oh, okay. So they're going to guard it?
Well, they're going to just go have fun in the park, and then she and I are going to leave the park.
So they have to ride the scooter around, right? Because I assume you're not going to push it.
Rocco is happy to ride that scooter around.
Do they have a problem with kids riding what's supposed to be a mobility scooter for older people?
Yes, they do.
I figured they would.
Yeah, they're going to have a problem with that.
Yeah, okay. So they're going to get a So they're going to be being chased by park staff the entire time.
Probably.
Yeah, okay. That's fun. That's a good time.
Then we go get my sister from the airport, and then we bring her back, and then we have a picnic. My mom wants us to do a picnic.
I love it.
Out front of the amusement park.
Why not?
She wants to make us sandwiches.
Yeah.
Bring all kinds of food because she wants to save money and not pay the park prices for the park hot dogs.
She's going to flaunt it right at their entrance.
Yes.
Yes, she's going to rub it in their face at the entrance to their park that I'm not going to pay your stinking prices.
I'm beating the system.
Okay.
Rocco's going to be in the old people scooter.
Yes.
You guys are going to be loitering in the front,
Yes.
doing a picnic, not paying for food.
Exactly.
All right, 2 for 2.
She got Frank to bring her over there to this amusement park last week, and she bought an annual pass.
Okay.
Because she claims she can buy as many tickets for $20 a piece. Now, this is an amusement park, and it normally costs $90 per person to get in.
Well, you can't chase away that deal, Virginia.
She's telling, I don't know if this is real. She's telling everybody in the group that
This is a
she
great
can
deal.
buy all of our tickets now for $20 or $19 a piece.
Wow, even better.
I'm like, all right, I'll believe this when I see it, but let's
Yeah.
go see it. And so she's going to buy everybody's ticket. My half brother that I haven't seen in 2 centuries is going to be there.
Oh, okay. Fun.
His-
It's like a reunion.
Kid he's bringing is going to be there.
Okay.
My sister's going to be there. Her husband's going to be
this
there.
is so much fun.
It's going to be a large group of just dysfunction.
Yeah, it sounds like a great. How's that different than any other day in any of our lives?
It's just a different location.
Yeah, exactly.
Same dysfunction.
Yeah.
Different location. Yeah.
It is a lot that when you have a lot of different people coming in from all different areas where you normally don't hang out with one another.
And then you got Linda as the travel agent with grand plans that make 0 sense.
And then what time do you come back on?
We come back Sunday night,
Like what time? I'm always curious at what time you land. 'Cause I never know how you do it on Monday morning.
10:30.
Oh, I mean,
Sunday night?
10:30 on Sunday night.
10:30 on Sunday
Oh
night.
my, that would be the end of me. There's no way.
Do you want to call in now?
Wow.
I didn't think that was that bad.
Oh,
Yikes.
10:30 at night would wreck me. From traveling, I get traveler's face.
I'm going to try to sleep a little bit on the plane. That's what I like to do. Bring a pillow and try to sleep a little bit.
That'd be great.
That twilight sleep.
Yeah, I'm so jealous of you people that can do that kind of stuff. It's crazy. I have no chance. Yeah, it sounds like a fun little wild weekend.
I'm just going to go with the flow. You want to do a picnic? It makes no sense? Sure.
Yeah, why not? You know, honestly, there's going to be a time where all these the crazier the stories, the more fun they are, though. I look back at my life, and when I was in them, like, this is massive amounts of chaos. But then once I got through it, those are the ones you look back at the most, and you laugh, and you're like, what a wild time. Like, that was so unhinged. Like,
Anybody
what were we
can have a
doing?
smooth trip.
Right, and those are a lot less memorable. That's why I shouldn't plan trips, because they go seamless.
You
And
know
they're
who-
so boring.
Frank, my mom's husband, he said, no, I'm not going. He said he refuses to go to the amusement park with her because he's in it every day.
Yeah.
He wants a break.
And he really loves those huge turkey legs. So for him to turn that down.
So he's making a big stance here.
Last time we went to Disney together, Frank, her husband, was double fisting turkey legs walking through the park.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the only way to do it. That's a
Double
man
fisting.
move. That's a man move. That's what men do.
That move turns my stomach a little bit. When I see people out in the sun double fisting turkey legs.
A true man should turn your stomach. That's what true men do.
Remind you that you're not a true man.
Yeah, right.
I'm not a true man. I could never.
Okay. Well, maybe one day you can aspire to be so great, Virginia. Well, it sounds like fun. Now, some people are saying that it could be possible. As one person says, at SeaWorld, she can get 6 tickets for $20 each. I have the same pass, and it works at all SeaWorld parks in the USA.
But there's more than 6 of us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There may be a limit to how many tickets she can get. She's telling everybody she can get all their tickets.
Okay.
For $19 a piece.
Okay.
We'll see.
I can't wait to hear the story on Monday when you're half awake.
Let me tell you what happened. Will you hold my eyes open? I got to get little toothpicks.
Wow. I always find it a little bit humbling when you start realizing that the stuff that you grew up with and used to be super cool, and you would look at your parents and be like, oh, man, you guys don't get any of my bands. And now you look at it and you realize that you just made the dad rock list.
Yeah, all your bands are now considered classic rock. Paw.
I know. There's a lot of that going on. I mean, sometimes I can't tell between the dad rock and the grandpa rock.
Some of it's oldies.
It is. It's legit considered oldies.
You
now.
are correct.
Well, I will tell you honestly, when I saw this dad rock list, that's absolutely true, Jbird, because you definitely do have a difference between what is the dad rock and the grandpa rock. And I started looking at when I was a teenager now, that's grandpa rock. And it's so odd. In fact, I had another realization here today that kind of hit me because one of the groups that I used to listen to when I was in high school, it's a band called Poison. And Bret Michaels is one of those guys who was, scheduled to be on that 250th birthday celebration for America on DC. And he's one of those guys that backed out. But even his daughter was talking a little bit about growing up around the Poison crowd. And, they had a lot of groupies and all that kind of stuff. And here she is now. She's old enough to be having her own kids, talking about what it was like watching her dad on stage with all of the groupies.
The craziest thing I've experienced with my dad being a rock star is probably seeing a bunch of boobs at his concerts. Growing up, every concert we would go to, there would just be boobs everywhere. Then I would collect the bras that they would throw on stage and then end up donating them to like a women's shelter because we were like, what are we gonna do with all these bras? One of my best friends came to one of the concerts and our moms both happened to have very fake boobies. So my friend thought something was wrong with the woman because she'd never seen real boobs. It's like, what's that? What's wrong with those boobs?
Wow. Yep, there you go, baby.
I mean, Poison would be considered grandpa rock, correct?
Yes, Poison would be in the grandpa rock. Motley Crue, Kiss, any of those bands would definitely now be considered your grandpa rock, because if that's what you listen to when you're a high school student, you're likely a grandpa right now or getting about to be a grandpa. So when I saw this dad rock list that came out from Loudwire, which, by the way, I think does have some credibility in the rock world. They've been doing it for a while. I remember when I was a kid looking at Loudwire. I'm like, yeah, I like it loud. But now they're listening off the dad rock. I'm like, gosh, I thought this was the younger end of my playlist. Top bands in there. Foo Fighters.
Definitely. That's so dad rock.
Dad rock. Weezer. Dad rock. Green Day. Blink 182. Fall Out Boy is dad rock now.
Fallout Man.
Linkin Park, Incubus, The Offspring, Creed, and even Korn is now dad rock.
I mean, they've been around forever, which is good for them because people still know who they are and that they got longevity, but they've been around for a minute.
Yeah, and that always kind of speaks to you when you hear those kind of references. You're like going, wow, I remember the song Stacy's Mom. They then sung about when did Motley Crue become classic rock? And you're like, oh, wow, it's classic rock now. Now it's actually grandpa rock. It's almost like you would have it on an oldies channel. Do you remember what oldies were when you were growing up?
Yeah.
And I guess what oldies would be like, Shout at the Devil would now be oldies.
Oh.
Which, how the times have changed, right? Can you imagine that? Tuning into an oldies station and you're playing She's Got Looks That Kill?
That's crazy. Makes you actually want to shout at the devil.
Or Dr. Feelgood.
It doesn't sound like Grandpa Rock.
Welcome to your oldies station. Here's a little Dr. Feelgood for you. Remember this one back from 1991?
It is bizarre.
It's so bizarre. It's so humbling. There is definitely going to be a ton of awareness and police presence today at the Mall at Wellington Green at 2:30 when the supposed teen takeover is supposed to go down. So if y'all teens want to go running crazy through the mall and causing a mess, you're going to be met with a wall of law enforcement.
What is a teen takeover? They just run around the mall?
They come in. It depends upon what you're looking at. I've seen everything from just running around, jumping up on stuff, to smashing windows, looting, grabbing stuff.
Oh, so it's not an event put on by somebody. This is kids saying this is the teen takeover and we're coming into your area?
Yes.
Oh.
They're saying basically there's some kind of language in it about coming in there hard and fast and whatever.
I got it now.
That's a teen takeover. Yeah, that's what happened last week in Clearwater, where thankfully they actually didn't kill a 17-year-old, but he did get shot.
Dang, that's some Children of the Corn stuff.
Horrifying.
Yeah, it's kind of what's going on, and it's not just a Florida thing. It's happening all over the country, but, you know, when they saw that popping up on social media this week, people took notice, and I know on next door, the old people are going, "Down, get it mad today, might get knocked over." That's causing all kinds of issues everywhere. But look, there are some stuff, and it's a crazy clash. This is happening when I was a kid, you know, young people to old people, but now it's even getting more dangerous and more deadly. And Jbird's got a buddy whose teenage son is doing something that he's kind of patting him on the back about, but the mom is a little bit concerned because she thinks it could be deadly. Now, Virginia, you've talked before about those maps that they have where you can see the sexual predators that might be on your street in your neighborhood and in your town.
Yes, FDLE puts it out there, and you can ask and sign up for email alerts. If a predator moves into your neighborhood, you can put the radius 1 mile, 5 miles, 20 miles, and see all around
It's a great
you
tool.
where the predators live.
But this kid is doing something that the mom is worried could actually be deadly. And I don't think she's wrong. Dad is saluting it because they're using the map, the teenage son and his friends, and they're going around doing a little ding-dong ditch on them doors.
They're
of
looking
those sexual predators.
They're looking up the addresses and they're finding where the predators live or the convicted predators, and they're running up to their door, knocking on it, and then running it and filming it. And she's like, y'all gonna get hurt. And
Y'all are going to get hurt. What are you doing?
And what if you so happen to knock on the wrong door, or maybe the guy moved and the information you're getting is wrong? You're not a pro. You're not a real investigator. You guys are leading with, because they see it on TikTok, everyone doing all kind of crazy stuff, and they figured easy target. Predator.
They need to stop this immediately. That map is there so that families can avoid those homes.
That's what the
not go knock on the door.
Look, I agree.
This kid's dumb. You tell him I said that. Stop being dumb. If one of my kids wanted to do that, I would sit them down and explain to them, you're going to end up shot. Kids get shot doing stupid stuff like this.
They do. Now, the one question I'd have, because it says in Florida, a person convicted of a child sexual offense generally cannot legally possess a firearm. But who's to say that they didn't seem to worry about the law before when it came to violating young children? So do they care about violating the law when it comes to a firearm?
No.
Predators are usually on the up and up. They care about rules and laws.
They go by the letter of the law. No.
No, that would make me even more scared for the kid.
And they usually, a lot of times, they like to live with other predators. So now you're going to go knock on a door and there's multiple criminals on the other side of that door.
But it shows you how prevalent those videos are on the internet, and they have I remember when there was only a few channels of that kind of stuff, and then it exploded. There were so many copycats of people trying to get predators on video, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know, I think what they're doing is you're seeing a lot of other videos too where the kids are coming up. I've seen some of the videos where they do kind of a donkey kick, if you know what that would be, where you kind of reversal, like really putting, you know, your whole foot into it. Donkey kick and trying to kick through doors, blast them open, then they take off running. And, you know, when you have doorbell cameras, and I'll tell you the one thing is we get an alert, like there's a sensor. So you know, hey, somebody's out front of my house. Then you can look at the camera and then you can see what's going on. And so if you see a couple kids out there, the sensor goes off, somebody looks on their camera like, there's some people out front of my house. They grab a gun. You're like, hey, I'm a donkey kick. Kaboom. The door comes flying open. You know what's kabooming right back out that door?
A bullet.
I mean, if someone's kicking down your door and, I mean, automatically you think, they're here to kill me, right?
Well, what if they're in there doing other illegal stuff and they think somebody's trying to rob them because they have other illegal stuff in there? That happens, and they're going to try to protect whatever stash or cash they got.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really surprised that your buddy doesn't see the dangers in doing this.
He's not really. I mean, he's more of an acquaintance. I always like to get people's drama, and he told me I could talk about it. He just said that him and his wife were in conflict because.
What does he seem to love about? No, look, I get it. You're like, yeah, anything bad that happens to these kids or these guys that will do things to kids, they deserve whatever's coming to them. But it just is putting yourself. I mean, it's vigilante type stuff. That
he told me, and he has been a victim of this before. So I think he's got. He's
a victim himself.
Yes, and I think he's got blinders on, and he's very happy that his son's going after the bad guys, and he's like, screw the bad guys, and the wife in the situation is trying to calm the husband down, who's also firing up the son, and that's what I've kind of gathered with the whole thing.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
The wife is right, and the husband is giving his son advice that could get him killed.
Yeah, he is. He is, yeah.
And if anything happens to your kid, the blood is on your hands, you big dummy.
Yeah. Like Vanessa said, she said, when I was in high school, there was a kid that was doing ding dong ditch on his birthday, and one of the neighbors shot him, and he died.
There you go.
Yeah. I knew Virginia would want one of those stories in there.
Bleeding out on the porch.
Yeah, but yes.
How do you feel now, Dad?
His brains is coming out of his head. He's like, oh, no, not my child, not my child. That's what's going to happen.
Tell your friend.
Well,
tell your friend.
I will.
Tell your friend we said.
It's an acquaintance. It's someone I kind of know. It's really not.
Give me his number. I'll call him.
You dumb idiot. Okay, just know there's a lot of crazy stuff going out there. Hopefully we make it through a Friday and this weekend without anything too crazy happening. I'm sometimes surprised to get the take of how people feel about the conditions going on in Cuba when they are Cuban. I look over there and boy, they are really going through it. In fact, I saw in Havana, they're facing a severe garbage crisis. They got that fuel shortage that's going on, and that was the one thing. The person I see every single week when I go to a Game Day Men's Health, she's Cuban. Her family is still there. And I always bring up conversations about Cuba because I'm very fascinated to hear. She tells me what it's like, you know, where her friends would start up a successful business and the government's like, yeah, we want that. And they'll come take it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just like, you're like, what? Like, it's wackadoo. It really is. And it's terrible that you have just such a few amount of people that are just stealing all the good from the people. And you know, the people on that island, they're great people. They just have a government that just steals everything from them, and everyone pretty much is in poverty there. And
oppression.
Unless you're in that upper echelon, then it is a miserable existence. And there's so much potential with Cuba. And so when you talk to a lot of the Cuban-Americans and what life is like there, it's very interesting. Like, well, then how do you feel? Because you got people there that are suffering. And, you know, sometimes, and, you know, her take is like, you know, if the suffering brings about change, real change, where we could go back and, you know, get the island to ourselves and we could have a government like what we have in Florida and you could really turn that into something that would thrive, then they'd love that. And maybe they see it's a means to an end. And so I'm just kind of curious how people say, but, you know, just going there, imagining your streets, like when they want to cook, they have to use, it's like they're going through hurricane conditions all the time.
Wow.
So you have to cook everything with like little Brunson burners and things like that. You really can't get any power for any extended amount of time. Garbage is piling up all over the place. She said, I think they're going this weekend to see family. And you really couldn't get like a hotel room or any place to stay. So there's a park, I guess, where some people can sleep. And so they got a car and they're going to be sleeping in a car for 3 days when they go to see family. I was like, could you imagine that? You're going to go see your mom. Imagine if you had to sleep in a car when you went. You didn't have any power the entire time you're there.
Crazy to think about.
It really is. And to have something so close to us here in Florida and to have those kind of conditions. And then, you know, so many people, and probably now it's your grandparents maybe that came from that kind of oppression, all that stuff that happened. But yeah, I mean, it's really a big issue. You know, garbage is tough because you get rats, flies, stray animals, the odors. It becomes very unsanitary. There's disease, all kinds of things that can happen.
The animals love it.
So what do? Do you burn the trash?
A lot of it just starts piling up because, what are you going to do? The data showed that Havana was generating enough garbage each day to fill roughly 12 Olympic-sized swimming pools. And only about 57% of waste is being collected. So you see you're having a surplus that is continually going on. Yeah, some of them are burning it in the streets, which that raises questions about toxic smoke and air pollution and things like that you're breathing in.
Safety, I'm sure, too. You run the risk of lighting your house on fire.
Yeah, right. And, temperatures starting to come up. We got hurricane season on deck. So, you're actually getting into the roughest part of your year, and the conditions are this bad right now.
You can see why so many Cubans got on a raft and tried to come to the U.S. Mm-hmm. That's just oppressive and sad and just depressing.
Yeah. So there are some groups over there trying to recycle and do what they can to clean up some of the garbage, but it's just a lot of stuff. And I feel for all those people that are going through. And I think sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind, but just kind of a reminder of what they're going through and pulling for them. And the U.S. government keeps doing it. I don't know how much of this is Marco Rubio. It seems like he has a personal quest, because he is a Cuban-American. And maybe there's something in there saying, hey, if there's anything I can do in the position that I've risen to as Secretary of State of the United States, if I can do anything to help free this island nation and get it to its full potential.
Help my people.
Yeah, it'd be great. So they've imposed sanctions on Cuba's president, Miguel Diaz-Canel, and I don't know if that's going to do much good, but he and 3 other individuals have been sanctioned. So that's the issue, is you've got a few elites that are still doing really well, and those are the ones that need to have the pressure, and it seems like they've taken that stance. So I'm hoping it's good and pulling for you, but let's not forget friends and family in Cuba and what they got to go through on a day-to-day basis. So like I said, if you've got any kind of takes on it, what are your feelings? Because I did think it was interesting that her take was, hey, you know what? It's tough right now, but if we can suck it up and get through this, there seems like there's real optimism for true change on that island. Maybe more than there's ever been.
Pray for these people.
Yeah, so I'm praying that we can get there and we can see real change in Cuba. It'd be great.
It's the KVJ.
Dirt of the day.
It's the KVJ.
Dirt of the day.
Virginia, take it away.
Cause we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Brandy Glanville is giving us financial advice. I didn't think I would ever look at anything she had to say and go, oh my gosh, she's so right. Yeah. Legally, she is absolutely correct. And, at the beginning of every marriage, sure, it's butterflies and rainbows and puppy dogs, and you're just going to be in love forever. And you're never going to be getting divorced. But it's always better to protect yourself on the front end, because if you have to go through a divorce and you haven't got some kind of prenup in place, or you haven't outlined who gets what, it gets ugly. And Brandy Glanville, she's been kicked off of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She is spicy.
She's not my favorite.
She's feisty.
She definitely annoys me.
She definitely annoys a lot of people, including her ex-husband, Eddie Cibrian. Now, the whole story with that was, Eddie Cibrian was cheating on Brandy with another girl from Bravo.
Oh, no.
And then he dumped that girl and then married Leanne Rimes. And so Brandy takes any opportunity she can find to talk dirty about Eddie. But in this case, she's right. She says, look, women need to understand their finances and know where the money is and know about protecting their money separate from their man. She had her own 401k. And when you go through a divorce, if you don't have it clearly outlined in a prenup, who gets whose 401k, that is considered community property that both people are entitled to. Even if Eddie Cibrian did not contribute 1 cent to her 401k, he is entitled to half of everything she's contributed while they are married. And I know that doesn't make sense and it doesn't seem fair, but it is reality. So just keep that in mind. She had to spend $10,000 in legal fees just to get access to her own 401k that she and she alone contributed to. So protect yourselves on the front end, ladies. Learn from Brandy Glanville.
Wow. Okay.
Financial advice that is coming correct.
Yep.
Taylor Swift, I'm sure she's going to have a very pretty prenup in place because her net worth, they say, has now grown to $2 billion, making her the richest female musician in the world. And even though her man has his own money, that NFL money, it's nowhere near $2 billion.
Yeah.
And you can bet she's protecting that money. And just in case it doesn't work out, has protection in place for all of hers.
Do you think Brandy Glanville is going to be her financial advisor?
I don't see Taylor taking Brandy's call.
Oh, okay.
How much is Taylor's man worth, you think?
Millions.
Oh, I mean, how many millions, though? 40 million, 30 million, 10?
I don't know. I'd put him somewhere closer to 60, 100, maybe something like that. I mean, the guy's got lots of endorsement campaigns. He's got lots of other gigs. They've got that podcast that's hugely successful because of Taylor.
Mm-hmm. They signed up to $90 million for Travis Kelce.
All right, that seems fair.
He's really behind. He's got to catch
He
up.
needs to pull his weight in this relationship. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Virginia tries to make it a three-peat as she's just whooping our behinds. All right, we got to load up with some people who want to play along today. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763.
Can you please tell Virginia to get out of my personal space, Kevin? You're in charge, and I think it's your...
He's not in charge anymore.
Gosh, she's breathing her coffee breath on me.
Yeah.
This is harassment.
Oh, I know it is, yeah.
And honestly, assault. To be quite frank.
Yes, that ain't fair. All right, looks like we got Catherine here ready to make game of this. What up, Catherine?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How you doing here today?
I'm good. Start of my summer, so yay.
Okay, what are you doing for this summer?
I'm turning 50 and going to the Dominican, so that's going to be fun.
Ooh, fancy.
Okay, nice work. Well,
Hubs did a good job.
Who did?
Hubs, husband.
Oh,
Hubs.
Your
the
husband
Hubs.
planned the trip. That's beautiful.
Okay. Hopefully he doesn't blow it, right, Virginia? Okay, you ladies are going to have 60 seconds here on the clock in the no-name movie game. You can't use any of the characters, any of the actors, or any of the words from the title of the movie. What's your face all about, Virginia?
I'm watching thumbs over here.
Oh, just pay attention to your own art.
Okay. All right, 60 seconds in the no-name movie game begins now.
Pass. If you're really smart, you're super smart, they call you a what? You're a...
Genius.
Yes. He is a superhero. It's a... Oh, I can't say that word. Pass. Pass. This is somebody who plays pool, and they take all your money. They're called... Another word, another one than shark. He's...
Hustler.
Yes. Blank damage. When other people get hurt.
Collateral damage.
You're right. Good. Pass on that one. It's the opposite of on.
Off.
And if it's like a dancing movie, you do what? You blank off. Pass.
Step off.
No, pass. If I come up to your house, I do this on your front door. Say it twice.
Ring, ring.
With my fist on your door.
Knock, 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 knock.
You got
knock,
it. Pass on that one. It's a football movie. It's a...
Given any Sunday?
You're so close.
That's a great round, though. You fought hard.
Yeah, you did. Got a 4 spot. Very competitive.
Okay, 4 spot. Mm-hmm. We'll take it because these movies were hard.
Okay. Yeah, it's the movies, huh?
Yes, that was tough.
Okay, next up, we've got Jennifer here from Palm Springs. What up, Jennifer?
Hi.
Are you ready to do this?
We are ready. Well, I'm with other people. We're actually heading to Disney. So it's a group of us.
Goodness. Like, who all's going on this big road trip?
My best friend Tracy, her son Jay, and Colin, his partner.
Oh, fun. And what park are we going to?
We're going to all of them, but today we're going to Hollywood Studios.
Fun. Okay.
I love Hollywood Studios. Go see the Villains show. It is so good.
Are you
All right,
starring?
we'll put it on the list.
Are you starring in it, Virginia?
I just love a villain.
Yes, she does.
It's such a good show.
Takes one to know one. Okay, well, hopefully the whole car of people here, Jennifer, can get us this win. We got to beat 4 in 60 seconds to do it, okay?
Yeah, we got this.
All right. Our time begins now. Somebody breaks into your house. They are what? You call them, it's a group of them. A bunch of people come into your house. They are...
Robbers?
No, another word for it. They've come in...
Thieves?
What's that? Pass. Okay, pass.
Burglars?
No. Okay, this is something that you get in your gut. It wiggles around. It's bad for you. It makes you sick. It is something could be bad in the water. You have what?
Parasites?
Yes. Okay, that's not a knife. This is a knife. He's from down under, and it's not alligator.
Crocodile Dundee?
Yes. Okay, when you're playing something, you call it what? Hey, let's go and let's play a blank together. Monopoly is a what?
Game?
Yes.
Game?
Okay, a coral blank. You swim around it. Coral blank.
Reef?
Yes. Okay, it's not the opposite of white, and it's a bird, and it's a ballet movie.
Black Swan?
Yes. Okay, the guy wears all black. He's a country singer, and when you have a DUI, you do this.
Johnny Cash?
What's the name
Walk
of the
the
movie?
Line?
Yes.
Walk
Okay.
the Line?
You have it. Take a. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, Disney, baby. Disney power.
4, 5, 6.
Six.
We will have a new champion. The witch does not get the belt. She's melting. She's melting.
Damn you, Kevin.
Yes.
Damn
Yes.
you.
Oh, Jennifer. Okay. At least we've taken out Virginia. Let's see. We still got the bird to go, but boy, that belt.
How many did we get?
We got 6.
Oh, wow. Okay, awesome.
We're half a
You
dozen.
guys are more awesome than you think. Okay, that's impressive. Oh, that's so great.
Wow.
All right. Let's see if that's going to hold.
Came to play.
So all I need is 7 to win. Got ya.
Yep, to get an outright win in 60 seconds, Bird. You've done it before.
I have.
You can do it again. Okay, we got Burke on here from Lake Worth Beach. What up, Burke?
Hey, good morning. Hey, take a deep breath, Jbird. We got this.
Burke, let's go to work. We ain't no jerk.
Please stop.
I don't know. It did make me smirk.
Okay, and that's an extra perk.
All right, we need to stop. All right. 60 seconds on the clock in the no-name movie game, and your time begins now.
Pass. I am in the water, and I am the activity when you are trying to get to shore, and they got the fins around me. I am
Swim.
Yeah. Keep going. Swim. And they got the fin. You
Start.
Pass. Me and you are out together. We're going out to dinner for the first time. We've never even seen each other. This is what?
Blind date.
Yes. I'm a rapper. I'm gonna battle you. Think about
8 Mile.
Yes. It's a pass. I am Hulk Hogan. I am Andre the Giant. This is a movie about that.
Wrestlers.
Yeah. I know.
Wrestler.
Yeah, you got it. I'm arguing with everyone. Pass. The 7-Eleven. I'm gonna go watch some movies in a place that's now. Pass.
Watch her.
When you go to a place and it's past late, I just blew it. I just blew it. I'm sorry.
Some gave all. You heard him actually give out before the
I
time
saw
ran
it
out.
down. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Our
He's got enough
balloon.
energy for this.
Our balloon is deflated.
The brain fog is real, y'all.
Gotta get you to game day.
Yeah, you got to get on that testosterone. Look, I got Kevin the win.
Yeah, honestly, I'm playing the enhanced games. So it's not really fair. If we did drug testing here, I've got the synthetic testosterone
There's an
coursing
asterisk.
through my veins.
Asterisk by his name.
Definite asterisks on that one. But you know what? I love asterisks. I think they're very pretty. Jennifer, you and the whole carload of people, you got to win for the day.
Awesome.
Woohoo.
Look at
You
that.
did great, Kevin.
Thank you. You guys were fantastic. And the movies were decent. I got to tell you, the movies has
Yeah,
a
we
lot
got
to do
good
with it.
movies.
Yes, we did. And
Yes.
you guys were fantastic. You guys have an amazing time in Orlando, okay?
Thank you. You guys have a great weekend as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fun stuff. Good for
Kevin,
them.
we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
We
Bird.
did it.
We did
You
it.
didn't do
Congratulations.
squat.
Look, a loss for the witches, a win for the bird.
I'll get you and your little Kevin, too.
There's some different movies that are opening up this weekend. You know, last weekend we had a lot of upsets because all those low budget movies were just storming the theater. Now, if they can hold up against this, and I think you've got some decent ones, decent competition, not great. You got Scary Movie 6. And the thing I don't know about this movie is it's got a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it seems like if you like the Scary Movie franchise, they always do terrible with the critics. So this might actually mean it's a great scary movie, the fact that the critics hate this movie.
Well, it's a parody of all scary movies is what it is. They're fun. Don't go in there looking to see, you know.
Academy Award winning performance.
Mm-hmm. You got Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans, Anna Faris, and Regina Hall going to be in that. Power Ballads got Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas and a Masters of the Universe movie.
I know. I am excited for this.
It's got Kristen Wiig, Jared Leto, Idris Elba, and Alison Brie.
I'm very pumped. I'm a big Masters of the Universe fan.
Is that He-Man?
Yeah.
And if you want to stay home, you got Jennifer Lopez with Brett Goldstein. He was in that TV show. What's the soccer coach in England that has the name? He was an American coach. Went over to Ted
Lasso.
Ted Lasso. Yeah, it's going to take a second, but I could see I really spun Virginia.
I never watched Ted Lasso.
Yeah, eyes are rolling back in her head. I'm like, okay, I got to find this answer myself.
I struggle.
Yeah. Betty Gilpin and Amy Sedaris, who's fantastic. That's on Netflix. So you can stay home and watch Office Romance if that's your thing. Of course, they were talking about a romance with Jennifer Lopez and Brett Goldstein. And,
of course.
Oh, gosh, please.
Yeah.
Come on.
She's like, no, we're not dating. But then the word is, oh, they were dating. Now they've had a breakup. Anything they can do to try to get people interested in this is basically
That's exactly what they're
it's
doing.
just so played, isn't it? I'm dating my co-star kind of racket.
We get it.
Yeah. Do you think this is normal or nope? Somebody who actually enjoys getting spoilers.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think it's normal, but I also understand you.
I think oh, sorry.
I'm the same way. I get confused easily.
I think it's going to go 70-30 on that.
Okay. You think that's where we're going to be? So what are we in this room? Because I am a yes. What are you, Virginia?
I'm a yes.
Okay. You like getting the spoilers. And what about you, Jbird?
No, I do not.
Okay. Denny's, thumbs up, thumbs down. Spoilers, you like getting them? Yes or no? You can let me know there.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
You don't mind? So that's 3 out of 4.
Well, you're right, but we're weird. We're always the anomaly. I would never trust our stats versus the world.
We are weird.
Yeah.
That is the truest thing ever said.
Yeah, so 75% of KVJ thinks it's normal and likes to get spoilers. Everybody else is sounding off right now, and you can go to YouTube, look for the KVJ Show, and let us know what you think.
If it's something I don't give a crap about, yeah, you can spoil it all you want. But if I'm into something, yes, I do care about the spoiler.
Okay, because I know for some people it ruins it, and they lose their marbles. And I think that we've had to have different discussions about how long can you go without spoiling something, because you have things on streaming services that people start watching years later. So is it a year? Is it 5 years? Is it 10 years? Is it 20 years? Is it never that you can actually give up the ending of a movie to somebody? Like if I told you the whole thing about Luke and Darth and Star Wars, am I a jerk?
Whoa.
Am I a jerk if I reveal that interesting connection between the two?
No, I think we came up with it. It was 10 years or less you can't spoil.
Okay.
We
So a
talked about
decade.
this a long time ago, and our mark back then was 10 years or less.
Okay. 60% of people on KVJ TV do not like getting spoilers. So it is not normal to want to get spoilers. So 75% of the KVJ show is not normal. And oddly enough, the only person that is normal is Jbird.
And that's not normal.
The guy wearing a lamb chop head.
Look at this man.
That's quite a twist, isn't it? There's your normal one, everybody. What? Okay, Nick wanted us to test this theory out, normal or nope. He said, is it normal to wash your hands after using the bathroom at your own house when you live alone? He said, I live alone and I always wash my hands, but the other day I asked myself, why am I doing this? am I going to spread germs of me to me?
You can.
They're already my germs. Soap is expensive, y'all, he says.
Yeah, but what if you're like picking at some peanuts or something? That's why people hated the bar nut.
You know what's not expensive?
Well, he would say if he's the only one eating the nuts, then who cares? He's just refiltering back in his own germs.
But you can have matter on your hands after you use the restroom, and you can transfer it to those nuts, eat those nuts, and then get yourself very sick.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to eat your own matter.
I will tell you that for me, Jbird has turned me into a sit to pee guy when I'm at home. I'm in the comfort of my own house, and I like that. I think it's less messy, and there's no actual real touching a lot of times, any kind of naughty parts. And so I will admit that there are times where I just cruise on by. Now, if you are going deucer, you better wash. That's no exception.
I don't care where you're at.
Yeah, that's anywhere. That is just a universal rule that I have. I would never contemplate going a number 2 and then not washing my hands. But a number 1, I get what he's saying. And I'm one of those people, too, where I have super dry skin. And so I always have to take that into consideration. A lot of people probably think that the way I, bathe myself is gross. But if I do it frequently, even being in the humidity of South Florida, I'm already, you always see me, Virginia's always brushing me off.
She's dry.
I am an ashy dude, and that's even minimizing the amount of water and soap contact I have.
You should be doing what I do. Take collagen every day for less ashiness.
Okay.
And if you want to save money on soap, I know he said soap is expensive. Bruh, we need to all go back to bar soap. Why did we let them convince us that liquid soap was better? It's triple the price.
2 things. 1, I love bar soap.
Me too.
2, I've got an oil for you, Kevin, that I think would be just perfect for your skin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lube you up.
And just so people are going, you got to use lotion. I'm like, yeah, I use the eczema super strength lotion on my face and body every single day. And even with the strongest thing on the market, I'm dealing with Ashy Kev.
I got an oil for you.
Hash oil?
I got that for you.
Okay.
He's got that.
Oddly enough, I'm still very dry, but I'm high as a kite.
You said a hashy, right? Or ashy.
Yeah, right.
Don't get pulled over with it on you, but.
Jeez. I don't know. My friend gave me oil. Now I'm doing 20 years in prison. Okay, is it normal to wash your hands after using the bathroom at your own house when you live alone? 82% of people said it's normal. So, Nick, that urge to not wash, only 18% of gross people would agree with you.
And hopefully those people aren't involved in any sort of food preparation for the family, because that's gnarly.
Yeah. No argument here.
Wash your hands.
And we're talking to the restaurants as well. You got to wash your hands.
When I come home from being out, sometimes just the world, even with no dookie, I will wash my hands as soon as I walk in the house, because I'm like, ugh, the world is on my hands.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of an invisible trust when you go out in the world. You just assume everyone's not going to go take, as Kevin would say, take a deucer and then go make you a sandwich.
I don't trust people because I know 18% of them aren't washing their hands.
18, that's kind of a big number, y'all.
Yeah, and they love to touch things.
It's almost 1 in 5.
That's your stats.
Think about every ATM, every self-checkout, door handle. That's 18% of the people put poo on those things.
You either have to be diligent or you can't think about it.
Ugh, I can't think about it.
Here's another germ thing. Is this normal or nope to let your dog lick your mouth? Now, this person even confesses that sometimes my dog's tongue goes all the way in my mouth.
Oh.
Virginia.
Well,
those dogs love to lick butt, their own or others.
Not all dogs lick butt.
I've seen it.
Not all dogs lick butt.
But some do.
Okay, 18% at
Even
least.
if just 18% of dogs are licking butt.
I think it's way more than that.
9 out of 10 dogs lick butt.
Jbird, what do you think? Do you let dogs lick you in the mouth, even
Not
if they're
in the mouth. No, I let
Okay.
them lick me on the face, but I will say,
Will you go for lips if they're
No.
trying to lick your lips? Are you trying to stop them from licking your lips?
I let them lick my face, and every now and then they might catch a lip, but I'm not grossed out by dogs.
I've seen you lock lips.
Oh, I will kiss a dog. I love a dog's snout. I love a dog's snout.
so gross. That snout was just in another dog butt.
You're not an animal person. And I think if you're an animal person, you do tend to kind of look the other way towards grossness. I see what you're saying, but I think the love of the animal, you don't really care.
Okay. Well, it is not normal to let dogs lick you on the mouth. 81% of people are saying no.
Well, you made it kind of sound like you're looking for the dog to lick you in the mouth. I think people are a little freaked
No, he
out.
was just
Kevin
saying
made it sexy.
Well, he was saying they lick him in the mouth, and sometimes the tongue goes all the way in. And they didn't say, and I like it.
No, but it kind
and
of,
now we're dating.
It alluded.
I mean, this sounds amazing because I am very sensitive to the microplastic stuff. It was that whole thing about, well, we all got a credit card in our brain.
Yeah, we've all eaten a credit card, and then it like hangs out in our system in the form of a microplastic, and it's like horrifying.
It got my attention, definitely. And honestly, one of the changes that I made is I used to sit there and microwave my food in all kinds of plastics or on plastic plates and things like that. Didn't think anything of it. I used to drink out of the plastic water bottles, especially if they've been sitting in a hot car. I love that. And they've been sitting in there just really baking in a window for a good couple days. And
glug, glug.
Yeah, glug, glug, baby. Oh, hot water. That's so good.
So many yummy microplastics.
Yeah, so I probably have about 6 or 7 credit cards in my brain right now.
It's very stressful to think about.
So when I saw this food that will actually flush microplastics out of your body, I'm like, yes, please. Now there's 2 here. One of them I don't think I can do because it just turns my stomach. I've never liked the smell of sauerkraut. I think I tried it one time. I thought it was very gross. And my wife will eat it on hot dogs.
Oh, it's so good.
It makes my stomach flip when she's eating them because then she gets sauerkraut farts. And so it's the combination of her eating it and the slurping and the schmacking and then just knowing what's coming up and then firing out them heaters right at me. It's just a nightmare. So,
but look, she's worried about her health.
No, she's not. She's so excited to be able to fart.
Is it weaponized?
Yeah, it is. Trust me. It's a thrill for her. So sauerkraut I can't do. Now, the other food I can. I got introduced to this long time ago with somebody I knew that her parents and her had spent a couple years in Korea. Oh.
That is rough, man.
Oh, and the smell just hit the airwaves here as Denny's opened up what this food is. And
dude, I smelled it before I even opened the jar.
Wow. It's called kimchi, and it is spicy cabbage.
Oh, come on.
Is what it is.
But do you want microplastics in you?
Yeah, I do. I'm completely okay with
He
this.
loves it. This is a guy, he's trying to turn his whole body plastic. That way he could be like an action figure.
We're trying to help you. This is for your health.
Stop. I'm not falling for your parlor tricks. Stop. No. I'm going to do it, but no, I can't take you.
So we got the problem in the remedy here. They say with the microplastics now, as they start to scan our bodies, they say they're not only showing up in our brains, but our genitals.
Oh, no.
You're going to get a plastic peen. How about that?
That can't be good.
Can't be good at all.
Does that change the size or?
Yeah, I mean, if it is,
he's looking for a couple inches.
I'll take a plastic wand. Now, what they are saying is this kimchi can actually bind to microplastics in the gut and help the body excrete them.
Wow.
Now, we don't know yet if it's going to work great in humans, but mice, it's just taken off. They say when they give mice kimchi, they excrete more than twice the amount of plastic particles in their feces compared to control groups that don't have it.
Bring on the kimchi.
So it just knocks it loose.
Do you always have to make it spicy, or does it come naturally spicy?
A lot of it's naturally spicy. I think that's pretty much how they eat it. Now, I have seen where they'll do mild and they'll do hot. So you can do one or the other. Now, Virginia, have you ever had the kimchi?
I have. I've never had it pre-packaged like this. So this is processed kimchi. I've had it where you go into one of these really cool Asian markets and it's like a homemade batch that like some little Asian lady's cooking up in the back and it's pungent.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But I want to try this one too.
Okay. All right, give it a shot. See how you like it. Now, the question is, when I saw this story, I was like, boy, that's great. But, Jbird, how do you feel about sauerkraut?
I hate it.
I thought so. So I thought, well, if he is like me, his only chance of being able to remove these microplastics from his bod is going to be eating the kimchi.
Oh, hell yeah.
You feeling that? You like it?
That is so sour and so good. I love it.
Okay, Virginia's all in on the kimchi.
That means I'm going to hate it. Yeah.
I can eat this whole jar like it's a salad.
She's already making me nauseous. It's about, ugh.
I'll drink it. You dare me?
Yeah, I do. I dare you to drink it. You won't drink that whole thing. Ugh,
She is chugging kimchi juice.
It's turning my stomach, Kev.
I love it. I am a sick you-know-what.
The smell coming off of that, though, that's the thing that's alarming, Virginia.
Don't bug me a bit. I love it. I'm sick.
You work with two psychopaths.
And he's so normal. Kevin is like the most normal, vanilla
I'm just
Boy
drawn to you
Scout.
freaks.
Yeah. I mean,
You married a crazy person,
I did.
and you work with two
I
crazier.
don't know what it is. I'm drawn to freaks. One of my faults.
Denny's is a peaceful freak.
It is, yes. Okay, so I'm just kind of curious here. Can Jbird get down spicy kimchi? It is Korean cabbage. All right, Bird, let's see how it is. Could you do it?
All right, let's see
It's not even that spicy.
Yeah, it's really not.
You can do it.
Tell me, okay, let that dance on your tongue. Describe the flavors and how you're feeling.
It tastes like it's rotten.
There is a fine balance here. How do you know when your kimchi has gone bad?
That's a good question. I think his body's rejecting it because it's healthy.
It's hot.
Okay, it's kicking in.
You know I got a bitch palate?
Yeah. He can't handle that.
Oh.
Okay, if you knew that did everything great for you, healthy, could you eat it? Could you force that down?
This makes me want to go double down on plastic.
He wants more microplastics.
More, okay. All right. Yeah, it is fermented too, so yeah, it's.
Oh, I love it.
Did you have any of the jar one?
I took a little piece of it. I didn't want to dig I got what was just sticking up, so I didn't have to dig my fingers down in there. But yeah, I tried it and I still like it. And it's weird because I'm not really a cabbage fan, but when you put the spice in it, I think it's a really good delicacy. And if you don't know about it, you can look for kimchi. They have it in a lot of different stores, and it might be something, if you didn't know about it and you are freaked out about the microplastics, check it out because it's apparently very effective, or they think it might be.
And if you go to like one of those real Asian markets, there's one in Lake Park. There's also one on North Lake right by your house, Jbird.
Right by it. You'll be able to see you want to just give my address out?
So if you're on, no, I'm not going to give.
It's right. Everyone knows where I live anyway.
It's right there on North Lake. They make it. And to me, that's even like more special.
That is a good little note, though. That Asian market is extraordinary. It's really good.
Produce for days. Good produce. Good prices, too.
Yeah.
It's right across the street or right near the liquor store the Mexican queen your wife goes to. It's all in the same little area.
It's behind that Chevron gas station right there in North Lake, just west of 95.
I think I'm adding that back into my diet, a little spicy kimchi.
And it's good. I also think that market has things cheaper, too. Fruits and vegetables. And
They
all
do.
That. So I know people are looking to save a buck.
But when you get this, what you need to do is if your family's sitting around the dinner table, take the kimchi so they don't see it. Just open the lid of it underneath the table and just sit back and watch the reactions.
I'm not even kidding you. Denny's walked in and hadn't opened it. I'm going, who farted?
It is the worst fart smell.
Well,
it's
you're
like
about
a
to
jar
fart.
of farts.
So are you. Prepare for war.
Me and you are about to do battle.
Yikes. Yesterday on the show, you heard Jbird do a little lip service towards former Major League Baseball player Logan Morrison, played with many different teams, including the Miami Marlins, where he was attacked by a praying mantis while in the dugout one time. Thank God he's still with us. It was a vicious attack by that praying mantis.
It's a great clip. It's very funny.
And I think it's the only thing that he fears because it doesn't sound like he fears Jbird. Now, yesterday, Jbird was talking a little smack after throwing out this challenge that he has. Jbird feels like he's a great wiffle ball pitcher and still has it in him. He has a special pitch that is called the Tiny Dancer because it dances all around and it's impossible to hit, even for a former Major League Baseball player that was known for his hitting prowess.
Well, I got two devastating pitches now. The second one's called the praying mantis.
Okay. That's your intimidation.
It dips.
A direct hit.
It flies around, then it dips.
So if you missed it yesterday, this is what Jbird had to say to Logan Morrison.
Hey, Logan Morrison, I'm just working on my tiny dancer. Woo-hoo. I'ma strike me out a Major League Baseball player. This is how you hold the tiny dancer. That's the name of the pitch I'm going to be using when I strike out former Major League Baseball player Logan Morrison.
1-2. Swing and a miss.
Oh, that was Logan.
Struck him out to end the inning.
Ooh, get ready to dance, Logan.
Okay. Well, I guess Logan heard that and he had his own response.
Well, it's come to my attention that Jbird's talking a little smack. I'll play you a little game, Jbird, but I'll make you a deal or a bet. When I hit that tiny dancer, I'm going to rename it Rocket Man.
Oh.
Got 99 problems with the pitch ain't one.
Oh.
I got 99 problems with the pitch ain't one.
Hit me.
He's not scared. Okay, we are finalizing the details, but expect to be able to see this on a Saturday night in late June at a former Major League Baseball park here in South Florida where the minor leagues now play, and you'll see the spring training games going on. So I think you can probably figure out you got an option of 2 different ballparks. It's going to be at one or the other.
I'm in training right now.
Okay.
Good for you.
Well,
take this serious. You got our pride on the line.
Well, I already changed my diet. I'm on kimchi.
Yeah, you have. Getting rid of those microplastics.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay. You got about 3 weeks to get ready.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay.
You're going to poop yourself today, so you'll be light as a feather.
That's great. Everyone could use a good pooping.
I hope that when we get back here next week, we'll have the final details and how you can come and watch this amazing sports moment happen here in South Florida for free.
It's the KVJ.
Dirt of the day.
It's the KVJ.
Dirt of the day.
Virginia, take it away.
Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. You know MIA, she is the artist that did that song Paper Planes.
Yep.
Huge song. Mm-hmm. So I guess she was on the tour with Kid Cudi, and Kid Cudi never even told her that she got fired. She found out she had been dumped from his tour when her own son called her from his school to tell her she was out. She talked about this on a podcast and said she even tried to speak with him after all of this, but that he refused to even meet with her.
What happened? What did she do?
What did she do, girl? That is juicy. I mean, how did it go so wrong?
It was her getting up there and getting political on stage, and he didn't want that, and the fans didn't like it, and they revolted against him, and he heard about it, and he's like, I told you no politics, you went for it, and you're out. And she's like, but I'm British, I can't even vote in America, why are they so upset? And he's like, it just triggers people here.
Dang.
Yeah.
What do you think of his decision to do that? Do you think does he have the right to do that?
It's his tour,
Yeah.
and he gets to lay that down and be like, if you want to say, look, I don't want this tour associated with politics.
But what about
Don't
freedom of speech and exexpression?
Not when you're employed.
Exactly. People forget that.
Yeah. Trust me, I don't truly have freedom of speech. They remind me of that.
Yes.
Sharon Stone is revealing that she was the victim of a violent attack, later discovering during a medical treatment that her rib cage was fractured and scarred. The 68-year-old actress talked about what happened and how she was hit from behind, and she added that she's quite certain who was responsible but chose not to press charges due to her public profile. And wow, that's a crazy story. I wonder if we'll ever find out who did this to her and why.
And why wouldn't she try to press charges or do something about it? Because she's we were hearing about it now.
She said that she didn't want it to hurt her career and her public profile. That's very, very weird. I don't know why you wouldn't say something. I don't let the bad guys get away with it.
Is it possible she knows the person?
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
And she's protecting them. She don't want them to get in trouble.
She's saying that, she's certain who did it. Very, very weird. And fans are expressing their concern after a video surfaced of Post Malone on stage. Have you seen this video?
Yeah, I have.
he seems like he's really out of it. People are afraid that no one is watching him, and he is surrounded by yes men and yes women, and that he needs help.
Well, it would be easy to, you're touring. You've got no one really watching you other than yes people. And then you're stressed out. You've been doing it for so long and you're burnt out.
Yes.
So you're looking for, I
think he's at the phase of his life, and I was even seeing today that it's at the age of 32 that more people start opting for sleep over the party. And I think a lot of the young entertainers, they have that, and their body doesn't push back against them as much. The thing I would tell him, and when I saw him in concert, I love that he was having fun, cut loose, you do you. In fact, what bothered me more was the continual smoking. He must have gone through about a pack of heaters.
Just while he was in concert?
Yeah. Wow. And I just know what that does to your voice. I'm around. I know singers that could really belt it out when they were younger and they smoke for 20, 30 years and it kills your voice. And so I was worried about that. Now he drinks beers, and I'm sure as much as he's running around, it doesn't have much effect. And he's probably tired. He does throw it all out there. I've never heard of him having any kind of drug issues or anything like that. I hope he does not, and I hope he's okay. It might just be fatigue. Maybe he's playing it up for the show, but yeah, right now I think he does go a little bit hard, and I hope that his body can withstand it. But I imagine he'll make some adjustments here in the upcoming years if he continues to do this.
What was so concerning in the video?
He was just laying down. To me, it wasn't anything unlike what you saw him if you watched him at Hard Rock Stadium.
Okay.
So, he just kind of goes for it. He does an exhausting performance, and I imagine that's what it is. So, but yeah, he does. To me, it's more the smoking and all that. But I think hopefully he'll be able to make that change, because I just don't think he can. If he wants to be a singer when he's 40, 50, 60, then he'll have to make some adjustments.
Well, just going on the road and touring alone without anything in your system, smoking, drinking, it's exhausting.
You see a lot of the people who've been around now, and they get it. Look at like a Tim McGraw or somebody like that. They know how brutal this life is on your body, the sleep and everything else. So you have to really put a lot into your body to replenish to get there. What he's doing is he's tearing his body down even further on what's already an exhausting life and career that he's chosen. I think one day he'll wake up and be like, I need to go the other way with this.
I hurt myself.
Yes. I think he's going to realize that he needs to take better care of himself.
And hopefully when he does have that moment of clarity, it's not too late for his vocal cords and his lung capability.
I agree. I think he's okay right now, but yeah, sooner rather than later, he needs to figure it out, probably bring it back a bit.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's the worst of the week. We sound like dopes when we make bad jokes and commit misquotes. It's the worst of the week. It's amazing we get paid to speak, so let's start the countdown. It's the worst of the week.
Well, we start off here with kind of a new trend that is happening on this show with Virginia. She likes to prematurely kill people.
So sorry.
A couple times she's mentioned, oh, yeah, he's dead. Dead's door now. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not sure that they're dead. And then we find out they're not. I'm like, going, imagine if they got back to their family or they were listening.
Fact checking's never been my thing.
Oh, you have a news story, and then she adds this major detail that nobody has listed. You're like, did anyone steal a car in the story?
Yeah.
It's called speculation.
Yesterday, yeah. You're right. She threw a stolen vehicle in there. I'm like, I'm not seeing that at all in this story, Virginia.
But the confidence.
You think they'd include that?
As if it was a fact. No, he stole a car.
I'm like,
9 out of 10 stolen cars show up in your whacked out news.
Yeah, so we're talking about the teen takeover from last weekend that happened in Clearwater, and unfortunately a 17-year-old was shot. I can report, though, thankfully, they are still alive, and they say recovering nicely, but you wouldn't know that by listening to number 5 on the worst of the week. Looks like one of these teen takeovers might be coming to the mall at Wellington Green. If you saw what happened in Clearwater over the weekend, where a 17-year-old was shot because of a teen takeover that happened on the beach, I know a lot of people had a lot to say about that on social media.
And kids are emboldened by seeing on social media other packs of kids doing it, getting away with it, being successful. They're not posting the video of the kid getting shot and bleeding out and screaming as he dies.
I mean, so dramatic, too.
I love it. I mean, the delivery on that hooker.
I got to tell you, though, the delivery was strong.
Yeah, it was. I mean, honestly, you felt that kid's death, didn't you?
You did.
It was
Thankfully,
strong.
it didn't happen. But
It was strong to quite strong, honestly.
It was strong, and it was fiction.
Boy, you felt it. Here's number 4. Okay, what about a drink starting with the letter S?
Soda.
Slushy.
Soda.
Okay.
Soda water.
Oh, Maybe Virginia got in there first. What is it you said, Bert? I was trying to hear what you said. Did you say solely or something like that? Solely. Solely. That was his answer. He was hoping that would work. Here we are, number 3 for the worst of the week.
I hate reading when there's so much pressure. I feel like I'm 9 years old again. The teacher just called on me to read in front of everybody.
You got your readers on?
I do.
You're already in it.
His boy's prepared.
Don't stutter. Don't stutter, Bird.
You got this, Bird. Come on now.
Some of life's greatest blessings arrive disguised as Damn it!
I thought he was there.
Too much pressure.
I thought he was there.
Gosh, I know. I felt Virginia's eyes blinking. I felt them.
We'll edit that out. No, we're going to edit that out.
He quit.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, let's pretend like that didn't happen.
Take 2.
Some of life's greatest blessings arrive disguised as delays.
I don't know where the accent came from, but we got it done.
It's a trick I do in my head.
Oh, it is? What is going on in your head?
Sometimes I'm okay to read and I'm not even thinking about it, but then if I overthink about it, and it really depends on how much sleep I've gotten, I'll overthink things when I don't get sleep. So what happens when I do an accent, it slows my brain down and I'm not going all crazy. So if I turn British, I have to be a little bit more kind of like hit it and slow it down a little bit.
This has been Understanding the Bird.
I still don't understand.
This makes the worst of the week for next week.
And at number 2, try this one. Okay.
It's super popular?
Yeah.
I think so. You could argue it's very popular.
Okay.
Okay, Jbird.
Lambie? Or the lamb?
Lamb chop?
Lamb
Lamb chop.
chop.
Lamb chop.
The super popular lamb chop.
Or, as her friends call her, Lambie.
Lambie. Yes, we were trying to look for the most iconic laughs, and if you did not know, this would be SpongeBob SquarePants. Not Lambie.
Lambie. Which I got the hat on.
You do.
Lambie hat.
That's some grandma hat right there.
Got an organ.
People that know about lamb chop are retired. Or dead.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There we go.
There we go. Kids are all dead.
All dead.
All them Lambie fans. They're all dead.
Bleeding out.
All right, and at number 1 for the worst of the week.
The chick in Housemaids is fantastic.
Pantene? Emily Pantene?
Plantain?
Plantain?
I love plantains. You like plantains?
Oh, my God. Let me look up Housemaid.
You think we do a good review show?
You can stop it. Do you think we do a good show?
Pétier.
Amanda Seyfried?
Thank you. Yeah, six
close.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Fire me.
Well, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun.
That was not for the audience.
What a ride, huh? What a ride. Well, we'll be back with 5 more, I assume, this time next week.
Oh, you know it.
So weird that KVJ seems to get wrapped into some of these odd viral videos. And it happened again when there was a viral video of a South Florida woman that got pulled over by, I believe it was FHP in Lake Worth Beach. And he said that she was texting with her phone in her right hand. But the problem is that she doesn't have a right hand. And
what are the odds?
It was an interesting exchange, and this is why it went viral. Her explaining, how could I be texting with a phone in my right hand when I don't have one?
This is why you're being pulled over. The city of Lake Worth today, we're doing an operation for distracted driver, and you drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you with the phone in your hand.
Not. So you want to just call this a day?
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand up manipulating
You just
the
said
phone.
my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You had a hand up. The right hand. I saw you manipulate.
So you didn't.
With the right hand, perhaps not, right? But I saw you
didn't see me with my right hand.
Okay, so are you
saying that you saw me with my right hand?
I know what I just said. I know what I just said. I'm asking you now. Did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone in your hand?
I did not.
Hand to God, you didn't have your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you didn't have your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
Cool. You have
She's holding up, she's holding up her right arm and saying, like, hand to God.
But there's no hand there.
Yeah,
Did he say your other hand to God? Did I think I heard that?
Could she have had her phone in her left hand?
Well, then how's she driving the car?
With her mouth?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was a PBSO deputy that had stopped her there in Lake Worth Beach back in February. It was a $116 distracted driving citation. Now, the reason why it kind of got more wind this week was because it was dismissed by the deputy, the charge. But the thing that was interesting, what tied KVJ in, was in the longer version of the video, when the cop goes back to his patrol car, you can hear what he was listening to on the radio. And this voice just cuts through, doesn't it?
Because he has his body cam on.
Yes.
People that have been in an Uber and feel like their driver was intoxicated. You can't tell me this isn't already a problem.
No doubt about who that was.
Guilty.
Yeah, that went viral.
And of course, he's on some kind of rant.
Yeah. Man.
It's about men Uber drivers.
Yeah.
I know. Of course, it's a sexist clip.
I agree with that hooker.
Yep. Well, I'm very pleased to announce that we have got Kathleen Thomas with us here today. Hello, Kathleen.
Hi, how are you all?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Now, tell me about this story, because I think it would be very interesting when something goes viral. How and when did you know that this story was going to be as big as what it got?
Literally after posting the video. So it went viral the second time. So it went I thought it went viral the first time when I had my clip, which is like the very end of the encounter, which everyone originally thought was kind of like the beginning of the encounter, but it's not. So then when I finally was delivered the body cam footage, I posted that. And then that's what went. I mean, the first one went around the globe as well, but like this one had so much more traction. And there is no commentary by me. The caption is like Merry Christmas. Like it's not even me inflating the situation. It is just purely the body cam.
Now, the second video that was posted, I think this is the one where I started seeing you popping up on the news, and I'm talking major media outlets. How many of them have you talked to, and which ones specifically?
Australia, New Zealand, France, and then 2 Miami Spanish news stations, and then CBS.
Okay, that's where I saw you, yes, on CBS. Now, have you had any more correspondence with that cop, and how did that come down? Because it sounded like the day of the trial is when it got dismissed. How did that all go down, and how did you find that they were not going to be pursuing this traffic charge against you?
So the night before, like anyone who is anxious, I was making sure that I had the right time, the right courthouse, the right everything. And it said dismissed. And I was like, you know, they've also said some other crazy stuff lately. So like, I'm just going to show up to court to make sure it's dismissed. So I showed up and it was legitimately dismissed. On the dismissal paperwork that I have, it says that they dismissed it the very next day after they released my body cam footage to me. So I don't know if it correlates. I don't know if it's just happy coincidence. It's also dated for Memorial Day, which is a holiday. So I'm also confused how, if the courts aren't open, it gets dropped that day. But regardless, I was just ecstatic that it was completely dismissed, so I didn't have to pay court costs.
Yeah, I would love to hear the internal discussions that happened at PBSO about this ticket, especially as it was going so viral. And he's questioning you about texting with your right hand, and you're holding up your right arm and saying, I can't do that.
I mean, of course it went viral. That is
that alone
once
is just
in a lifetime
and
moment.
he keeps doubling down and pressing it. It's just, you're like, what's going on? This is madness. Like, what's happening here?
I didn't like what he said either. Your other hand to God. I thought that was a little weird to say.
That's where when I watched it back, because I knew that had happened, right? And like, you're convinced, but then it had been so long since the incident to when I had the body cam footage that watching it back, I was like, oh snap, that's not good, but you really did it with that one. So as soon as I watched that, I was like, oh, like that's not going to end well. But I do want to reiterate, and I've said it on a couple other interviews, like watching that video, like that is that man's probably worst day. So we're seeing somebody's footage on their worst day repeated around the globe.
Right.
And I want to add a little bit of humility to that like he did not have control over me posting this body cam footage. He had control over his actions in the video. Don't get me wrong. But So I can only imagine his side of current events with seeing my face and my arm and my lack of arm repeated the last few days and weeks has probably been miserable for him. But yeah, so like, just keep in mind that's him on his worst day. So, you know,
I think that's so well said. And I think anybody who's giving him a hard time, let the guy off the mat.
Yes, be gentle with him because he is a KVJ Nationer. Come on now.
I forgot.
He's a good guy. He's one of the ones that's out there fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a bad moment.
We had a good laugh. Let's just, let's let him go.
A good man with a bad moment.
Now, there's an opportunity that's come out as well, Kathleen. And from what I understand from the story, you were born without that right hand. And you had said that you would like to highlight the need for better understanding of people with physical disabilities. And I have a friend that was in the same kind of condition, and I'm at awe at what he does in life and how well he has adapted to that. So what understanding would you like people to understand about people with physical disabilities?
I think that, you know, society as a whole had, at some point we shifted from asking questions and acknowledging differences to, oh, we can't talk about it, we can't discuss it, don't look, don't ask questions. And I think that that's made us more taboo in society, which clearly, you know, it's very evident that in that video, as soon as I like throw up my missing arm, he gets spooked. And I think that that's common for people because you're just not exposed to it. The lack of exposure, the lack of visibility of people with, whether it's, you know, like, I like kind of how you said it, like physical differences. So, you know, we're all on that wave now of inclusivity, but being inclusive is also like learning. You have to still like put forth the effort
to
like learn the difference of, you know, like amputee or limb difference. And you don't deserve to be chastised if you get it wrong, but like at least have the conversation, you know, talk to people, make it a part of your just like normal algorithm, I guess. Like if you just want to keep repeating one arm, so your phone finally starts showing you different people, but like just make it where, you know, like it's just kind of, it's your normal. It's not different. I can literally do everything you can do, and I can probably do it a little better.
Yeah,
I believe you.
Like I said, my friend that has the same condition as you, what he is able to do, and also the sense of humor he has with it. He's always making jokes with it and doing different things with it, and it normalized it for us. And he was just Duffy and we never thought about it. It's just part of who he was and what made him unique and special.
He makes you comfortable about it because he realizes it's kind of a weird thing for people that haven't been exposed to it. And so he, with comedy, makes it such a beautiful experience and exchange, and he talks about it openly. You're really, the way that you handled this and the way that Duffy handles his life, it's inspurational.
Thank you. That means a lot. Yeah. I mean, humor can diffuse a lot, but apparently it cannot diffuse a ticket.
Kathleen, very proud at how you're doing this. I think it's so cool that you got such a great video, and it's pretty amazing. And I'm glad we got KVJ out there with it, but you're welcome back anytime. And thanks so much for coming on with us.
Thank you all so much. And it was great meeting all three of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll talk soon.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Fighting in the nude. Drunk people pooping in the street. It's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, it's been an odd thing here over the last couple of years where we've had scientists or people that had access to information that had to deal with maybe UFOs, UAPs, nuclear information, propulsion. Some of them are scientists, and even some of them were just lab administrative assistants, like this one woman, Melissa Casillas, that went missing in a national forest in New Mexico. Well, she has turned up. They have found Melissa, but she's not doing well. They actually found her pretty much petrified remains.
Oh, no.
And there was a gunshot in her skull.
Oh, no.
Yes, in a remote part of Carson National Forest. This happened on Monday. She was last seen in June of this last year.
Was there a gun found near the scene?
Don't believe so.
That is suspicious.
So
wow.
They haven't announced that if it is. So I don't know. I'm going to look further, but what I saw was an initial report on it. So yeah, there might be some things that might lay it out a little bit better.
Was she working on propulsion?
She was an administrative assistant, so, it's not that she would be the designer, but sometimes even in those positions, there are papers or things that might come through your desk or you might get your eyeballs on that you would still need a non-disclosure agreement so that you don't pass that on to somebody, so somebody still might find some worth in what you've seen.
Wow.
Even if you didn't create it yourself.
That is some scary stuff.
Do you remember if she's the one that said, if I end up turned up dead, that's a different one?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was someone that's actually working on the propulsion. Yeah, they're two different people. So we'll see. But there have been about 15 of them, and there's the answer to one at least. So we'll see and wish for better things for some of the other people that have gone missing.
Bullet to the head with no gun around?
Again, let me see. They didn't
as of
report
right
that.
now.
Yeah, there could be. So I don't know. We'll see. They didn't report. There's only just that they found her with that. And is it a murder? Is it a suicide?
Sorry,
we'll find out.
I'll calm down Conspiracy Bird for until we get more details.
I don't know. I think you need to liven Conspiracy Bird up and bring him out.
Well, if I'm not here on Monday, you know why.
Good thing is we have
Drank too much on Sunday?
You're hungover.
This is a crazy story, too. A Miami biotech executive was followed into a skyscraper in downtown Miami where he lived and didn't realize he was being followed by another man who then took him and threw him off of the building's 25th floor.
What the hell?
This according to newly released surveillance video.
You see it go down?
Justin Zellin was seen walking into Miami Beach's 47-story Akoya condominium with a bearded man, Corey Turley, following behind on February 12th, 3 days before his death.
We know who the bearded man is?
It sounds like it. So, yeah, motives and all that kind of stuff. Who knows what was going on there, but
This has
another
happened-
kind of mystery.
This has happened before where people are at the mall and someone just runs up and throws them over the balcony with no connection. They're just not all
They
there.
had a psycho moment.
They had a psycho moment, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Watch them balconies.
Dang.
Well, there's a man who accidentally shot himself in the nards while shopping at a Walmart in Sarasota.
You big dummy.
Apparently, he was adjusting the gun in the holster in his waistband when it went off.
I mean, that's worse than the gun instructor that shot himself in the foot as he's teaching about gun safety.
That's funny.
Not for him.
No word on how this nardless man is doing.
Oh, man.
Another man in Bradenton was arrested after FHP investigators say he tried to sell a stolen radioactive device on Facebook Marketplace. 24-year-old Marco Antonio Benitez Jr. allegedly listed a stolen moisture density gauge worth $10,000 to $20,000 for sale online. The device is commonly used in construction to measure soil and asphalt conditions and contains cesium-137, a radioactive isotope. The gauge can expose people to harmful radiation if damaged or handled improperly, and only licensed operators are legally allowed to possess or use it. Investigators arranged an undercover purchase, but Benitez allegedly failed to show up for the meeting.
He got cold feet. He knew.
Troopers then conducted a radiation scan from outside his residence, which produced an industrial-level alert indicating radioactive material was present.
Damn.
A specialized radiological detection team located the gauge inside the home and found the radioactive source was still intact and undamaged. Authorities safely recovered the device and said there was no danger to the public because the radioactive material had not been compromised. Officials have not said how Benitez obtained the gauge. He was charged with grand theft and possession of a controlled radiation device without a license.
I mean, I am so shocked that something sketchy went down on Facebook Marketplace. It's always so on the up and up.
Nuclear devices? For real? The heck, man?
Dog, Facebook Marketplace is no joke.
I am so into these videos right now of people in their home cooking on Facebook Marketplace and then selling it to other people. People come and show up in their driveway and buy like trays of home prepared food and then sit in their car and eat it and do reviews. Buying food off Facebook Marketplace. Would you ever?
No, thanks.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Because I'm a journalist and I want to get to the story.
Dude, it's a thing and it is fascinating to me.
I don't know if is that legal where you can sell food without a permit? Or
I don't think it is.
I don't think that's safety hazards.
I think you're supposed to have, because I know when we do the festivals, that's considered like a pop-up food service, and we have to be held to a high standard of cleanliness. You have to have a certain amount of wash areas and soap and this and that, and they come in and inspect us, and if you don't have what you need, they can fine you or shut you down.
I wouldn't recommend it.
But it's out there. It's a big thing. People are selling food out of their house on Facebook Marketplace.
A Florida DoorDash driver says a routine food delivery turned into a nightmare when she arrived at a home in Cocoa and was met at the door by a naked man. The woman dropped the order and tried to head back to her car, but the man allegedly grabbed her, restrained her, and pressed himself against her as she tried to escape.
This pig.
He also allegedly grabbed her buttocks and yelled at her as she fled. She managed to get back to her vehicle where she called 911. The suspect, 20-year-old Jamar Carter, initially denied ordering the food and claimed he wasn't home, but investigators later found evidence that the DoorDash order had been placed. He was then arrested and charged with attempted kidnapping and attempted sexual battery.
Whoa.
What an idiot. You're at your house. How do you think this is going to go? We know who you are.
Yes. I wouldn't trust the food on Facebook Marketplace, and I wouldn't trust the brownies from Megan Perry either. She shocked Nantucket school officials on Tuesday by giving committee members brownies containing laxatives during a public meeting.
Oh, damn. She tried to poison them?
Again,
Yes.
watch what you're eating.
She was trying to make a point by this stunt. Here's a bit of the audio from the meeting.
They're brownies. I know this time of day for me is like totally draining.
That is very sweet of you.
So
thank you.
Brought them in. It's my understanding they do have a non-detect level of X-lax in them. But I figured since we're okay with a non-detect level of PFAS, it would probably be okay. So
thanks.
Yes, they have non-detect level PFAS on a proposed artificial turf field, and she was trying to make a point about what non-detect levels mean. So you just ate non-detect levels of X-Lax in your brownie.
I see her point, but you can't do that.
Yes.
Walker, you got things you gotta go in cuffs.
She's unhinged.
You gotta go in cuffs, y'all.
We appreciate that you're trying to fight the good fight, but you can't poison the councilman.
You just can't poison people in general.
Yeah. Police kind of looking into it right now.
Oh, boy.
Tracy Renshaw is suing Outback Steakhouse for $1.5 million after slipping on mashed potatoes at a Sterling, Virginia location in May of 2023.
Does she have a case?
It says she fell face first onto the restaurant's hard floor while walking to the restroom.
Damn.
She said she has serious ongoing issues and is going for negligence for failing to keep the floors clear.
I mean, mashed potatoes on a wood floor, you would fall too.
I hate to say it, Outback, but I think you do have some worries.
No worries, mate.
Yeah, I think you got some worries here.
And this is another odd story. This one at an Olive Garden where a server was fired the day after she got a $700 tip on a $32 bill.
They fired her before she could collect her tip?
Now, her mom is going viral for telling the story about how her daughter was fired from the Olive Garden. Apparently, she was upset after they said that she'd have to wait to get the tip until they investigated it. Here is the mama.
She received a $700 tip on a $30 tab from a regular customer that hadn't been in a while. She didn't notice it until after he left. When she took it to the manager told her to put 0 in the tab because that was just too much money to hand out. Clearly, she was upset. Her manager then said to her that she's here to do a job, and if she can't do it, then she needs to leave. My daughter got herself together, completed her shift, and at the end of the shift, they then told her that they could give her 20%. So they gave her $6 on the $700 tip. Today she was going to go in, which she did. They just fired her. So she's like, I don't want to leave because why all of a sudden do I have a $700 tip and I'm fired the next day? So they tell her that they're calling the police. And she's like, good, call the police because you're stealing my money.
Ah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that is crazy.
I want to hear everyone's side of this story.
And are we sure that person is of sound mind that left the money?
The other thing, too, people got to understand, does Olive Garden even have a policy in their handbook? If you have to look at all those things. If they got a policy and saying, if you've received this, I don't know if they do.
But if that person is of sound mind that left her that tip, they need to honor that tip and give it to her.
You know, I totally agree. But let's say Olive Garden did have a policy that she didn't know about. You know, sometimes you have policies in your company you don't even know about.
You're right.
And if they have to investigate it because they've been burned before, there might be a reason why. I'm sticking up for Olive Garden.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
I'm sticking up for the waitress.
I'm sticking up for the waitress, too, if the person's of sound mind.
Okay.
That's fascinating. We need an update for that.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, this is something that we don't often do. I'm very uncomfortable doing it. And that is talking about positive things about our show. You know, typically we're very self-deprecating, but, you know, I take pride in this show. I really do. I take pride in everybody that's on this show. I think we have one of the best shows in America.
Word.
And we were recently voted by Barrett Media. They did what I love to win. They talked to people in our field that do radio and people that are managers and whatnot. And they said, what are the best radio shows? And we came back as the third best show in America, only behind a show in Boston, which is fantastic, and another legendary show in Los Angeles. Dang. And little old KVJ was voted number 3 on that list, which that's just to be in, you know, this part of the world and this size of a market, that's really amazing. And coming from people that actually do this craft, and are like, that show's pretty dang good, even though they're in little old West Palm Beach. To me, that was very awesome. And we did not talk about that because it made me uncomfortable.
Well, radio people think that you're awesome.
Think we're awesome.
Radio people love Kevin. You're the leader.
Yes,
and you
the
don't,
face.
You don't like
corporate face.
all the love that everybody wants to pour on you and the accolades and the awards, but you should. You need to get over that.
I went through 30 years without winning anything, and I was fine with that. It's not why I do what I do. But yeah, now that we are there, I was given, or at least I will be given, an award, which to me is very amazing and full circle for me. It is the inaugural Scott Shannon Award, and anybody who grew up in New York City and knows the radio station Z100, Scott Shannon started that in 1983, and they were in last place when he started it, and they did top 40, and they did very exciting stuff, and they went to first place in like 3 months, worst to first, and that was a legendary story. And Z100 is still a massive global radio station and has continued its dominance since Scott Shannon started it back then. And then his stories are amazing. He was responsible for really finding Madonna, and that interview I was talking about earlier, where she was talking about Who's That Girl, and that came out, and they shut down Times Square to do that. Scott Shannon hosted that interview, and so his stories are just absolutely amazing, what he's done. And I went to Z100 as an unpaid intern back in 1994 simply because I wanted to drink in what Scott Shannon had created. I said, this is where the best of the best hang out. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go there and make it happen. And that's all I did every day. I just studied everything they did. And I was so in awe. Everything was larger than life. It was just amazing. And that's the way Scott had designed it. And then my first radio job, I was a producer for one of his producers that he had on the Z Morning Zoo. And I learned everything the way Scott Shannon had done. In fact, the prep template that I use now today is Scott Shannon's prep template.
Wow.
And so he has had such a mark on our show and my life and this career. And when I was at Z100, I wasn't even allowed in the on-air studio. In fact, they would try to hunt me down because I'd try to sneak in there, and the head boss would be like, well, how are you in that dang studio? You know, I kick your ass all the way back to the Midwest. And
he called you Ohio.
It didn't even know my name. Didn't bother to learn it, which is okay. But to be able to then go back to New York City, where I'm going to receive the award on July 2nd from Scott Shannon, is going to be quite an honor, and it's great. And if I never get anything else again, it's good enough, because I'm very honored and very flattered for our whole show and what we've been able to do here. And without everybody here, there's no KVJ. I might be the first letter in it, but it is all about everybody here that does this.
You got the Kid Craddock Award, and now you're about to get the Scott Shannon Award. But the thing that makes this one really cool is that Scott is the one that
Yes.
wants to give it to you.
Yeah.
Because he spends time here in South Florida and he's listened to how you run the show and he likes you and thinks that you're amazing. That is huge. Kid Craddock's dead. He can't tell you how great you are.
Yeah.
But Scott Shannon loves you and respects you as a guy in radio. That is massive.
Well, and he recognizes this show and what he says about it. He's like, this is a show that's exemplifying what we did. And that to me is what is just so flattering about that, because that's all I've ever wanted to be. I thought one day I'm like, I'm going to do the Z Morning Zoo. And by God, Elvis Duran is still there. And thank God. I'm glad, because he is a gem and he's an amazing man. And I hope he is on till he's 200. So, but, you know, I thought one day, but Elvis Duran came along and he's still up there doing his great work. But to even be compared to anything that's ever been on that radio station is amazing. And to get it again from somebody that truly knows it, those are the awards I want to win. Some of them are, they're political and the people who vote for them don't even know what's going on. They just do it, and we don't win those. But the ones where the people actually do the work, they recognize what this show does. And so this is a rare thing. And like I said, I'm very uncomfortable talking about any accolades that I ever get. So I have butterflies in my stomach, and I hate this moment, but I knew I needed to do it because it's weird. And I hadn't said anything for a couple days. I'm like, this is getting weird, so I have to say something.
What is the date that you're getting the award? Because we want to go.
It's Thursday, July 2nd.
Thursday, July 2nd. Okay.
Yes. And I don't say that for anybody to feel pressured to go. Anybody's welcome to go and to join in on that. But yeah, I would never put any pressure on anybody to feel like they need to.
We want to go. KVJ Nation wants to go.
I think you might have to pay to get in the car. I know, Virginia, here we go. Yeah, I think you might have to pay to get in this thing and all
We're
that.
bum rushing your ceremony.
I actually want to talk to Scott. I have a question because I never knew who he was until I was talking with you, and I heard something a long time ago because there was a show called Opie and Anthony, and they used to rip on him all the time. Him and his partner, Todd. And they would always say mean things, and they finally got him on the show. And I've never seen a guy get on the enemy territory and turn everyone around to love the guy. He handled all of the hate so remarkable. And that interview always stood out. I go, that's how you handle something when people come for you. He turned the entire, and this audience, they go for blood and your head and your mother's head. And the fact that he was able to go into that enemy territory and turn them into friendly territory was quite a feat, in my opinion.
Scott Shannon is amazing. He's on a level all to his own that I would never ascribe to be, but he is massively talented. He has it in his blood. I don't think there's anybody that's ever been greater at doing this. Now, you can argue Howard Stern, but those two guys are just titans of New York radio, and he's just as good. And he's an amazing person as well as being quite a talent and a fantastic storyteller.
Yeah, I want to talk to him about that moment. I have some other questions I want to ask about.
He's enjoyable to be around. Yeah, he really is.
Like 15 years ago, I was eating dinner at Cafe Chardonnay, and I was up on the balcony, and I looked down, and he was sitting at a table. Scott Shannon was having dinner with like 10 other people, like important people, it looked like.
Oh, yes. He only hangs around very important people.
I went down there and I was like, I had a few cocktails in me. So I was with you. Liquid courage. That's right. You were upstairs. It was Panda's birthday. And I went down there and I tapped him on the shoulder during his dinner, which I've been known to do.
Yeah.
Instead of telling me to go away, he got up from the table, from his dinner with his friends, and he went and talked to me in the corner for like 15 minutes about radio.
He loves radio. He truly loves it. No one has ever loved radio like him, and he still loves radio.
He's a nice guy.
He's an amazing guy. He has a passion for it that is just still contagious today. You get around him, and you're like, let's go do a show, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, we got to bring him back.
Yeah.
Let's have him in here.
Yeah, we will. We'll have Scott on before this, and you know what I'm happy about too, and when I get these, a lot of it's about who's the name on the trophy, and it's Scott Shannon's name, and to have a chance to, be able to let him know how much he means to me and how he shaped my life and just how I look up to him. It's going to be special for me. So I'm looking forward to that more than I am looking forward to getting a trophy. But it's so nice that he's acknowledging us and me in the show, and it's really what it is. We're all a group package.
Yeah, but you built this. You need the accolades.
Well,
Stop being humble and say, I'm awesome. Get up there and be like, I want to thank me.
No. Gosh, I can't. You just saying that makes me so uncomfortable. I don't like any of this, but I'm very happy to get this. It's going to be quite an honor and maybe the greatest day I've ever had in radio.
Very cool.
So, looking forward to it. All right, Jbird, what you got on your mind?
Well, we had our Weird and Whatever podcast last night, and we got about 45 minutes into it live, and then it cut off at the end. So Sweet Denny's is mixing the both up. We finished it. It'll be available right after our KVJ show today. So there's a brand new Weird and Whatever podcast. We'd appreciate the love, comments, whether you say we love it or we hate it. Just feed that algorithm.
We love it. And then more Ryan Beckett FaceTime if you could.
Okay, I'll get on that.
Yeah. All right, what you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, my panda doesn't really travel a lot. He quit a job one time because it was too much travel for him. He didn't like it. He's a homebody. Rocco's the same way. But, he loves the Buffalo Bills. So him and some of his friends from back when he was in elementary school in Buffalo, they are planning to go to see the Bills play the Raiders in Vegas in October. So he's really stepping outside of his comfort zone to do these boys' trips. And I was curious, if you know Vegas, where should Panda go? Like in the here and now. I need some Vegas tips. I haven't been to Vegas since Franny got married there like 8 years ago.
And Panda, if you're listening, just make it a buffet, just a whole thing of buffets the entire time. I've heard Vegas buffets are amazing.
What are the best buffets? And I think him and his boys, what they're going to do, I love this, they're going to be in the old school part of Vegas. They're not going to be by the new casinos.
Yeah.
They're going to like the downtown old school vibe.
I'm hearing that some people are hitting that area, that Vegas is going through a weird thing right now because it's getting newer and shinier, but it's getting way more expensive.
Yes.
And some people are saying, I'm not into tens of thousands of dollars leaving my hands for a vacation, which sometimes happens on the shinier part of the strip.
I scored a free room in Vegas one time, but the rack rate on the room at the Cosmopolitan was $1,800 a night.
Yeah.
That is not affordable for any families. Where are the cheap places to go in Vegas?
Okay. All right. If you got any advice on a great Vegas weekend, you can let Panda know. And is he a gambler? How high into the gambling world? So we're talking more buffets, less gambling and drinking.
He's like Jbird.
Yeah.
He wants to hit the buffets, and he's not a drinker either. But he wants to also see the sights that are like, oh my gosh, you've got to see this in Vegas.
Well, it's a very special night for all you Poothies out there. Virginia thinks that maybe that's Charlie Puth's fan club. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, Poothies.
I don't know I've ever heard that other than you.
It's fun if you have your friend with the lisp try to say it.
I'm not dancing for you.
You know what? Good for you, Bird. Yeah. Just tell her no. You bully. Yeah.
That wasn't aimed at you. That was just a general statement.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, Charlie Puth's going to be at Hard Rock Live. He's a very talented dude. And the thing that I think is exciting, he brings out a lot of special guests. He did when he was in New York City. I know you probably have more availability, but you never know what you might see tonight. So I would expect maybe a special guest or two, and really cool show. And he likes to dabble in that yacht rock as well.
I like when they do that. It gets you excited. Who's coming out next?
Yeah.
But don't tell anybody. Let it be a surprise.
I love that.
Some of the other music you can see this weekend, Hank Williams Jr. is going to be at, I think, Financial Amphitheater tomorrow night. All my rowdy friends
are coming over tonight.
That's it. Tell me, Hank, why do you drink?
Get drunk.
Why do you all smoke?
Get stoned.
That's right. Sean Mullins, you remember him from the 90s?
The guy sings like this.
Lullaby.
All right, everybody, gonna whisper sing.
He's going to whisper sing to you at the Broward Center tomorrow night.
Not to me.
Not to Virginia, huh?
He ended up joining a group at one point that was really good.
Yeah?
I forgot the name, though. The Thorns.
The Thorns.
They were really good.
Okay.
Yep. Beetlejuice going to be at the Kravis Center this weekend.
That's a good show. I've seen it. I love it.
Ryan Beckett from the Weird and Whatever, he went last night. That's why we did it at 5 p.m. He was all dressed up as Beetlejuice.
Aww. He was dressed up?
Nah, not really. He had a Beetlejuice tie, a T-shirt, and some shorts on. I'm like, that's your Beetlejuice? Come on.
Okay. You got the Marlins at home taking on the Tampa Bay Rays at Lone Depot Park this weekend. A couple other things that look kind of interesting. They're doing a Rock the Marina. It's going to be at the marina in Boynton Beach, if you know where Two Georges is.
Yeah.
Right there, and they've got all those cool little restaurants right on the water.
Yeah.
A banana boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go right there and check out Rock the Marina Saturday night. Also, you've got a couple things happening in Delray. On Saturday, they're going to be doing the Summer Delray Green Market because the West Palm Beach one's done for the season. So you can't go there and get Green Market stuff, but you can go to Delray. And then on Sunday, they got the Cocoa Market's going to be going on. Same place, Old School Square. They do great events there. And then Garden's got their Green Market on Sunday on Burns Road and Military.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good market. If you like to get like food, they have yummy food.
Just like hot plate stuff?
And stuff like you can shop there. Produce, meats, cured meats that are made here locally, which I think that's awesome. They have like pickle gourmet buffet. All these different flavor of pickles.
Ooh, I might go.
Yeah, I kind of like that. That sounds awesome. And something else that's going on, they're doing a cocktail art challenge. It starts this weekend. Going to be a beer garden in Boca Raton. There's a couple cool little bars up and down that stretch right there if you don't know it. And during the main competition, they say participants must make 5 cocktails in 6 minutes, including 1 original drink and a Spanish Long Island iced tea with vodka, gin, rum, tequila, cognac, sour mix, simple syrup, and topped with Coke.
Oh my gosh, that is a memory eraser.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna
That's
text
blackout in a glass.
You're gonna text so many of your exes.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would seriously, I would lock up your phone.
Yeah, throw it away.
Sometimes you have to do that. You know, you're gonna be tying one on, lock up your phone.
That is a strong drink.
They grade on speed, mixology, flair, and accuracy, as in how little of the drink spills on the floor. And you get a $1,500 first place prize.
Wow.
Yeah, they got some of these. They say that some of the bartending flair is coming back a bit. It was something when Tom Cruise did the movie Cocktail, and then about maybe 10 years ago, you didn't see much of it, and people just made drinks and didn't put anything into it. In fact, I think they went more for the craftsmanship of it than the showmanship of it, but they're kind of getting back to that a little bit. In fact, there's a guy that's got like 372,000 Instagram followers, Nikolai Foman in Miami, and he'll do all kinds of reels, and he'll practice stuff in the mornings at Lummis Park there on Miami Beach. You can see him making those videos. So it's kind of a cool thing. In fact, they've even got a South Florida set documentary you can watch right now. It's called Shaken and Stirred, the story of flair bartending, and it's streaming on Apple TV and Tubi.
Huh.
By the way, you mentioned Tom Cruise's Cocktail. That movie is an underrated movie.
Sure,
that movie's awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It gets a little dark towards the end, as the movies tend to do. So you might like it.
I might like it.
Yeah,
I like
then.
I like a little dark.
It's all for you. Well, as we go through the summertime here, I know people like Virginia and these moms are trying to find stuff for their kids to do. You got your son Rocco in some reading group trying to make that happen, where he's reading books and you're taking him to the library and doing all kinds of stuff with him.
He's exploring the library. We spent about an hour and a half there yesterday.
Okay, wow.
He's in it. He's got his own card, so he feels very grown up.
And it's a thing to do as well. You're getting out of the house, you're having fun.
Yeah, and there's so many free classes at the library, even tech classes. Free. So that got him very excited.
Okay, very cool. So that's the big challenge, though. You start off the summer strong, and then you burn out by probably July 4th of all your ideas. And you're like, oh, the back end's like so tough. That's why we're going to help you out here. We got a 4-pack of passes to Mounts Botanical Garden in West Palm Beach. And we have Jason on here from Stewart to play Denny's or Animal. What's up, Jason?
I'm good.
Good. Glad to hear that, bud.
Cutie.
How's your summer going so far?
It's been going pretty good. I'm going to Boys and Girls Club every week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Are you really having fun there?
Yeah. We do field trips every, 2 weeks.
Wow. Gosh, that sounds great. Well, we're going to play a game here. It's called Denny's or Animal. You're going to hear noises that an animal's making. What you got to do is you got to tell us, is it the real animal or is it our animal Denny's that's making that noise? Okay, Jason?
Okay.
Okay. The first sound that I got for you, these are cicadas making some noise in the night. Are these real cicadas or is this producer Denny's?
Ooh, that one's tricky.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. What do you think? You need to hear. What do you think, Jason?
I think it's real.
You think it's real? Yeah, I know. I think
it's real.
I think Virginia thinks it's real too. That's how good that is.
Well, you almost feel yourself out in nature.
I can't even believe it, but it actually says this is Denny's.
That's Denny's.
I know. Can you believe he's getting good? He's good. This is when he starts to really hit his groove.
Wow.
This part of the summer. Yeah, so these are going to be very tricky here. Okay, let's try another one here for you. If I've got a peacock doing a peacock call like they do, Jason, is this a real peacock or is this one Denny's? What do you think? Is that Denny's or animal?
I'm going to go real.
That is real. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, get your groove on. Yeah, you got the groove now. Okay, got one more for you here, Jason. This is a yak in a field. Is this Denny's or animal? This yak in this field. I think it's constipated as well. Yes, when yaks eat cheese. That's what you get. What do you think, Jason? Is that Denny's or animal?
I think that's Denny's.
That is Denny's on the toilet.
I don't know if that even scared me if I heard that. Like, what's Denny's doing?
Well played. Congratulations. Going 2 out of 3. You got a 4-pack of tickets. You're going to Mount's Botanical Garden in West Palm Beach, courtesy of Love the Palm Beaches. All right, Jason?
Bigfoot is real.
We always love to hear your little wins for the weekend. One of the things I think I have a hard time doing is celebrating wins. And the older I get, the more I realize it is so important that you need to hit the brakes, take a second, sometimes pat yourself on the back, and just realize with all the work and all the things that kind of stink in life, you got to really put a spotlight on the things that are awesome to remember that, hey, there's a lot of reasons why we live this life, and no life is ever going to be completely easy. But when you have something awesome and things actually do go your way, because, man, I don't know about you guys. I feel like I win about maybe 10% of the time. So, so the odds aren't great. And that's how I realized that when that happens, don't just breeze over that, Kev. You got to take a moment and be like, this is awesome. I finally won one.
Somebody needs to make a meme of Kevin as a salmon, always swimming upstream.
Yes, guys, it feels like my life. It really does. And sometimes when I get right past that little thing and I'm up there, I'm like, all right, I made it. Now I'll fall back down into the water. But
and then there's a bear trying to scoop you out of the river.
That's what happens. I get up. I'm like, yeah, I made it. I jump right into his mouth. Yeah, it does feel like life a lot. So you're right. Celebrate these moments. And people have texted us in some of their Feel Good Fridays, a little win for the week. And I love celebrating all you guys. One that we got here said, my daughter, her friend, and I, we went to go see Beetlejuice at the Kravis Center last night. And after the show, we asked about meeting the cast and crew because my daughter's a theater kid. We were told where to go possibly to meet them. And let me tell you, these people are amazing. Wow. We met the actors who play Beetlejuice, Lydia, Charles, Miss Argentina, and so many more. They took photos with us. They signed their pay bills. And my daughter and her friend were on cloud 9 all the way back home to Boca.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
That is how you do it.
The Onofre family, they're going to Vegas tomorrow. They're going to be celebrating their daughter Alyssa's 18th birthday / high school graduation, and she's going to be going away to the U.S. Navy.
Ooh, good for her.
Panda will be there at the buffet.
We're getting some great suggestions, too, for that family. That people are saying the Mob Museum is cool.
Yeah.
The Horseshoe Hotel, the Westgate Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun places in Vegas.
Got another Feel Good Friday. My good news is I won $600 on the lotto. I got 4 out of 6. I'm actually headed to see Lotto office in Palm Beach to cash it in.
Nice.
Anything over $5.99, you go to the office, I guess. I guess that's a good thing. That's a good feeling, though. Be like, mine's so big I could go in person.
Yeah, they want their taxes out of it. That's why.
Yeah, and then after gas, now you're down to 4. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You'll walk away, and you'll feel like, man, where did half my money just go?
No, it's a big win.
This Feel Good Friday says, after months of having to go to the laundromat due to a fire in our laundry unit, we have our laundry room back. No more Friday nights spent doing chores. Can you imagine that was your every Friday?
Laundromats are rough, dog. I've done that before.
Me too.
And it is not fun.
And I don't want to de-emphasize just how important this win is. This is bigger than it should be from Susan. She said, I found a roll of toilet paper this morning right when I thought I was out at a time. It was very much needed. Yeah, baby. I mean, you ever had that horror where you sit down, you commit, and you realize we don't have any TV?
You got to do that duck walk.
Oh, man, that's rough. Into the shower. It's just, oh, gosh.
To the shower. It's a terrible situation.
It's one of the worst things ever. So congratulations on all those Feel Good Fridays. If you ever want to get us yours, 877-979-WRMF. We got more KVJs going to be coming at you. It's called the After the Show, and it not only is done live on the KVJ Show YouTube channel, wherever you get your podcast, but you can get it on demand as well. It is there on YouTube. It's also on Spotify, and we do this thing live where you can actually go and watch it in about 10 to 15 minutes on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. We're on all those platforms, and if we're missing one, let us know which one. We'll get there as well, but not before Jbird wraps us up with his thought for the day.
There are people walking around today who have no idea they're about to have the best month of their life.
Oh, man.
Positivity.
Love it.
Come on.
Yeah.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.